This is the 2011 Hyundai Sonata. It is the hybrid edition. Yes, they finally have a hybrid. Not only that, it's not just some half-baked hybrid. This is a honest-to-goodness, gosh darn, parallel hybrid system, which means that it will run either electric or gas, or both at the same time. They call this their Blue Drive system. It uses a lithium polymer battery supplied by LG, which is an advanced battery. So new, so cool. It's the same kind of battery that you find in an iPhone. True fact. Overall, car is very similar to a standard Hyundai Sonata. Some little improvements. They've improved the Aircon system, so you can now pick which level you want the air to flow out. Instead of just a toggle, you say, I want it on my head. You hit the head. Nice. The display is the same high-res display they had in their previous cars, but now you actually have the HEV button, which gives Earth, car, energy flow, and economy. All screens designed to make you feel good about driving green when driving blue, something like that. This also has a very nice center display that gives you all sorts of information. It's a vertical display. You can go from energy flow, eco level, eco score, instant MPG, average MPG, distance till empty, all the basic information. So basically we just put it into drive and we quietly move forward. The car runs in full EV mode so long as it feels that you're not requiring more torque than what the EV can put out. See, now the gas motor's kicking in. If I really wanted to feather the gas, it would actually maintain full EV mode all the way up to freeway speeds, which is kind of cool. The transmission is a stepped transmission, not a CVT. CVTs are very popular because you get that extra MPG out of a lot of hybrid systems. Hyundai designed their own transmission. They like their transmission, and so they're sticking to a 6-speed. They think that it gives a better driving experience. You know, I'm one way or the other. When I'm trying to drive in eco mode anyway, I'm not really thinking about my transmission all that much. So honestly, I couldn't care one way or the other. They do say that it adds about the cost of $600 to the cost of every car if you go to a CVT. So given that, I'm perfectly happy with a 6-speed. Okay, let's talk a little bit about how well this thing handles. Now, this is an EV, so it's not like they're expecting you to go run an autocross with it. I think we'll be, you know, I'll be happy if the car feels like I have some idea what the wheel's doing. So, the on-center feel is pretty positive. I mean, you know your center track there pretty good. Let's see. You know, turn-in is a little sluggish. No less sluggish than the standard Sonata, or no more sluggish than the standard Sonata. Let's see, let's kind of do this. Body roll's in check. That seems to be pretty reasonably sprung for a car of this type. Again, you know, let's not confuse what this is. This isn't a sports car. This is literally a grocery getter, and this is as grocery getter-ish as you get in a car. Not only do you want to go get your groceries, you want to get them in a very slow, economical, methodical manner. That is what this is for. Okay, so let's go ahead and punch it. Little bit of wheel spin. Now, torque steer is handled in this car because of it uses the ABS system to kind of slow down torque from one wheel to the next. So you never get torque steer, which I actually like. You know, we're going up a pretty steep hill. We're charging forward and we're almost doing 80, and it's still doing pretty good. So this car definitely doesn't seem to compromise in the overall drivability by going with a hybrid system. The motor they put in it has enough chutzpah to be able to get you to the church on time. Show tunes? Anybody? Show tunes? Anybody? Visibility is great. I like this panoramic view. It's really quite a nice view. I mean, you really get a big, airy feel in this car. Now, one of the questions of a Hyundai is, of course, reliability, because historically there have been some let's just say some of the early models weren't as reliable as anybody would have liked. But Hyundai backs their cars with a 100,000-mile warranty, and that's a good thing. So yay for that. So if you do buy it, you can at least feel assured that you're going to be able to still, drive the car even if it has to go in for service. Although they have been very rigorous in their product quality development. So I think that the old Hyundai is the old Hyundai. I think this new Hyundai is something that's going to probably last a little bit longer. Unfortunately, it's going to take us 10 years before we really know for sure. Now you can option a standard Sonata Turbo, all the way up to $29,000. So if this car's under $30,000, that's probably a pretty decent deal. So this isn't going to win any Speed Demon awards, but it seems to be a very solid entry in the current lineup of options in the hybrid marketplace. Ryan Douthit for Driving Sports TV. Science, it's what's for breakfast.